Yo! How's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Gohan early stream. Oh yeah, let me remember before I forget. Turn the game sound down because we were playing the Long Dark last night. So I don't blow out everyone's eardrums. There we go. How's everyone doing today? Drace, Linebow, Fresh Smoker, hey, Dr. Pritch, the goat is here, Tala. How's everyone doing today on this fine Tuesday morning? 4 days to go now till the GDC. Just getting our dailies and using up some boosts out of the way here. So I woke up with full boosts, so need to use those. And then yeah, we can start doing some more Kid Gohan challenge run attempts. Level of hype and excitement just keeps growing. Yeah, not long now. Some old school, the 2023 playlist. Yeah, Dark Samurai, how's it going? Oh. I woke up with a proper dry throat. But yeah, very much looking forward to the trip, the GDC. It's all going to be popping off. We'd love to see it.
All right, let's do this.
I just want there to be a 1 and a 3, because then you can just press the 1 and then put the auto map back on. I mean, to be fair, not that I need any more blue or green gems, whichever one it is. I can't even remember which one the stage gives you, but it's not like I actually need more of them. I need to test actually before we go. I haven't tried logging into my into the JoJo game on another device, because I went to do it on my phone the other day and it came up with a weird message that then made me worried I was going to lose my progress, so I didn't do it. I need to sort it out, otherwise I'll lose multiple days of being able to actually log in and do anything. Does it feel like they should have released the countdown content daily instead of all at once? They didn't even do them all in one day and it's done already. No, I do actually agree, because yeah, I didn't do it all at once. I waited until yesterday to do the battlefield, not realizing it was so short. And then yeah, that's it. I've done everything already.
All right, let's do this.
I think that's a cool way to do a countdown celebration type thing, is if you're going to release a couple of events and an easy A and stuff, then yeah, just have like one every day. Crazy like quest mode spiders super attacking you. Outrageous. So yeah, we'll get these dailies done and like our boosts used up and stuff, and then yeah, we'll start doing some testing out some other teams, doing some challenge runs against the Kid Gohan fight. So if you guys have any teams already in mind that you would want to see us try and take out Kid Gohan with. So that's all 3 boosts, I think. Yeah. Let's just do our daily events. Now we have 4 days to any more content. Yeah. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Because yeah, I think spreading it out that way would have been better for a big countdown like thing. Is just have something new every day.
Let's do this.
I mean, people would then probably complain about that as well, but... Oh, MVP 17. What newer characters did I pull out of the most recent-ish banners? I'd have basically everyone except for Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Tech Metal Cooler in terms of recent characters. Almost one-turn Gohan with Inside Man. Yeah, I saw the screenshot because someone posted it in the general bit, didn't they? I'm assuming is obviously using the like nuke item and stuff.
Alright, let's do this.
But my int Cyberman is only 55%, so I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do it. You have to get a really good org change on turn 1. Everyone dodge everything turns like 1 and 2, and then get a really good org change on turn 3 to be able to do it with the 55% one, I would imagine. Because there's no way he's going to do enough damage to kill him in 1 turn. Battle of Wits with Aaron Sue lead. I mean, the thing is, I guess she can actually do a decent amount of damage, because the biggest problem with that Kid Gohan is obviously once you get to turn 4, he disables dodge. So any characters that rely on dodge are just not going to be good in that fight, unless the team is strong enough to kill him in a couple of turns. Because otherwise, once you get to that point where dodge is disabled, everyone on your team who relies on dodge is just going to get clapped. But I can give it a go. $21 of the red tickets now. Let's go. max 55%, he almost took him out. Done 2 more supers, he would have got it done. Okay. Maybe I could try it and see if I get good RNG, I guess. Her team can potentially have some hard hitters,
Right.
yeah.
Let's do this.
Plus to be fair, her team has Pansy, which means weapon super, therefore lowering his attack power, so... Like Tyler was saying yesterday, like use them if you use the Metal Cooler team and you have the King Cold banner unit, because obviously he attacks with Trunks' sword, so he has a weapon super as well. That's why I was hoping that crossover we might be able to do it, because in Xeno Trunks has weapon super, but once you get to the point where dodge is disabled, they just get destroyed. Heroes versus Kid Gohan. I mean, as much as I would love for that to be a viable option, yeah, Heroes is just going to get absolutely destroyed. I would love it if it was a possible thing that we could do, but. Keep forgetting that's a factor in the Great Ape Gohan fight. Yeah, I feel like if it just you're making it. I mean, there probably are some teams that can do it, but yeah, you're making it like so much more difficult for yourself if you don't have a character that has a weapon super. In fact, I don't think anyone on the optimal, like, not that that team is that good anymore, but I don't think anyone on the optimal Heroes team has a weapon super, do they? I guess God Trunks. Who was it we used yesterday that took like 500k from a normal? LR Nova Shenron, that's it. And LR Nova Shenron is probably stronger defensively than like all of the Heroes characters. So you probably just, you go into that event and they just die to normals. Oh yeah, if Heroes do finally eventually get their easy A's, that would be awesome. Planning to do a few Heroes turns against Gohan to see how bad it is. I mean, yeah, we can take a look, because it will be over very quickly, so... I like the fact that we tested out this team when the Cyberman leader skill actually affected, like, everyone. Oh, God Trunks doesn't actually even have a weapon super. I don't think anyone does then. Gohanks does attack with the sword, but then he does the Ki Blast as well, so that his doesn't count. Fu does? Yeah. Plus the leader probably should be Goku. Yeah, apparently that the crazy spirit blade thing that he creates isn't a weapon, apparently. Yeah, good old Dokkan logic.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was on auto. That damage though. Are you ready to see Goku get obliterated by one normal attack? 1.3 million. And bear in mind that out of all the characters on the team, like the the blue like Universe Tree Goku, especially if it's the active skill turn, is probably like the tankiest unit on the team. The only thing we could really hope to do is that if we have Fu on turn 1, I like the fact that if you put it on auto, it just takes you to Kid Gohan. That's interesting. Yeah, if we have Fu on turn 1, put him in slot 1 and he dodges, and then gets the weapon super off, then maybe. I feel like it's supposed to be an actual weapon though, because it's part of the. He doesn't just make it out of Ki, like.
Alright, let's do this.
Because otherwise he could then just do that anytime, wherever, whenever, and I thought that wasn't the. Is it actually going to give me a turn 1 Fu start though? Probably not. You watch though, we'll do all of this to get Fu on turn 1, and then he won't dodge and just instantly die.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh my god, seriously. He hasn't been on the first rotation a single time. Okay, there we go. For a full Piccolo team. Oh, God. I think that would go particularly well. Alright, we ready for Fu to immediately not dodge? He gets to attack first and everything. He's got no links with either of these guys though. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, good. He dodged. Yeah, his health bar barely even moved at all. Crazy. Even from Goku, and Goku's one of the hardest hitters, like, for the team. So yeah, we are just, like, this is just impossible for this team. Yeah. I mean, that is what I expected, to be honest, so... I forget which one is the... Is it this one? Yeah. I did a few crossover ones yesterday. See if this one can actually do anything.
Do this.
Right, RNG and Sideman Team 1 turns Gohan. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, with the nuking items. Right, Cybermen versus Great Ape Gohan. Let's go. As long as we get good RNG with the orb change and good RNG with the additionals. Plus, obviously, STR Cyberman has to dodge like all of the attacks in slot 1. Okay, pretty decent. I mean, if we catch the red ones as well, then... Nice. Oh, hang on. That is an orange one at the top. Well, there we go. So, it's up to the Cyberman to dodge. Wow, okay. He just takes double digits from the normal. I was going to say, it has to dodge the super though. In slot 3. Oh, because they support when they attack, right. I see. Yeah, I don't think 55% is going to be able to cut it even with the double support, but... But I mean, oh no, that's the TUR one, isn't it? I was gonna say, because if everyone just dodges on this rotation, well, I suppose it doesn't matter because we won't have the orb change for next turn. Yeah, Lord Bafana, that's what I was thinking. I mean, that seems like way too much of a have to reset 50 million times and hope for the best possible RNG kind of strategy for me.
Alright, let's do this.
Crazy free-to-play Cyberman team.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I do like the fact that you the auto map will just take you straight to Gohan. Okay. Double Xeno Trunks rotation isn't ideal because of the lack of links, but yeah, 2023 worldwide Geo Blue, the Saiyans with no limits. became the ultimate meme. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like I said, the way when we've done the test like runs with this team, like Gohan has to not super Vegeta like in slot 1 before or after he attacks.
Do this.
And yeah, we have to have a rotation when we actually have. The problem with Vegeta's team is that you have to have a Vegeta on both rotations or it's just a no-go, basically. Because he's the slot 1, so the team just doesn't work if he's not on the rotation.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, there's no way to do anything without the auto clicker that isn't just grind it. Okay, good. Demigra slot 3 as well. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I need to put this on shuffle. Favorite OSC is on. Int Piccolo Junior active skill. Okay, let's see how we go. Yeah, we need Vegeta to not get supered to even have a shot. Nice. Take that. Any little bit of damage we don't have to take is good. We just need him to not super Vegeta. Or he dodges it. No, let me die. Because yeah, literally it has to be... Vegeta has to dodge... If there's a super, Vegeta has to dodge it. Or he has to just not super Vegeta. Then Trunks hits him with the weapon super. And from then on, like on the next turn, like the God Vegeta can tank the super.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, not until he gets hit with the weapon super first. Both Vegeta's on turn 1. Yeah, it would have been cool to get the like villain version of Rose as well, or even instead, but
All right, let's do this.
yeah, I don't have to do that, do I? Just auto it. Oh, but there's also no Trunks on the first. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as everybody else dodges it, but... There's also AGL Trunks has an action break, so if he was supering as that one attacking slot too, Trunks would just get rid of it anyway. That would be the best case scenario for this turn, is that he's supering against HL Xeno Trunks. I don't know, he's going to super Vegeta again, so we're dead again.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I heard people complaining about the Squadra thing with like getting the Vegeta costume. Seems like that was done quite badly, which is a shame. Because it's cool when like something like that happens, where like, you know, Xenoverse was doing a thing, and so all the Dragon Ball games got like something. Like that's really cool. But then the fact that it was kind of fumbled by Squadra is a little bit disappointing. See, the problem is I could do that, but then Trunks doesn't get any bonuses from being in slot 1. So we have to do this and just hope that Vegeta doesn't get supered. Yeah, just bring back heroes and then it'll all be good. Bro just will not stop supering Vegeta. I wish they'd given, like, the Xeno Trunks. All of his abilities are for, like, slot 2 or 3. Like, I wish they'd given him some sort of possibility of being in slot 1. Like all those banner units that we've gotten where they just have, like, 100% chance to dodge in slot 1, like the first turn. Or the first time they're in slot 1. Like, if Xeno Trunks had that, this would be so much easier. He's only attacking twice, so... Yeah, hopefully we get more crossover stuff, like, keep coming in the future, because... Yeah, the Xenoverse thing was fun. It was nice to have some new crossover stuff finally, even though it wasn't Heroes. Just getting stupid again! We had multiple runs. When I tried this yesterday, we had multiple runs that went like quite well, where he just didn't super in slot 1 on the first turn at all. It was like slot 2 or slot 3, multiple times in a row.
Alright, let's do this.
Now I've got both Vegetas on the first turn. But yeah, someone did say the Cell Max team, so we can try that.
Alright, let's do this.
Except of course now it just won't stop giving me double Vegeta turn 1.
Alright, let's do this.
CR feature Gohan Easy A. That's in the top 3 LR for short, at least for short content. Yeah, because he was really good, and then he got like a couple of releases that came out later, like the physical trio from the Broly Worldwide, that gave him like new 200% teams to be on, where he was actually really good. Okay, looks good. Twenty 2023 did have some pretty good OSTs. Okay. Hoping for the best again. Part 1 starts on the 29th. It's already been announced and everything. We know that that's when it starts. Because yeah, the reveal stream is on like the evening of the 28th, and then the banners will probably come out like a few hours later or something, potentially. Bro just will not stop. No, you watch. I guarantee, right? If I start a run now with a different team, like if we try a run with the Cell Max team, he won't super in slot 1. I don't think 55% Golden Freezer can cut it on this team though, with no weapon super character. There isn't anyone that counters like Key Blast, is there? If Turles would be okay just because he's got type advantage.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh yeah, I imagine Dokkan original animations will be featured in some way, shape or form for both characters, depending on... Like, it might not be fully original animations like for all their attacks and stuff, but I imagine they'll have Dokkan original bits. Right. Typical, because Turles is in slot 7, physical Turles, so I would want to float off this Turles, but now I can't really. Yeah, that would be cool. Like every big celebration unit now, because they've done every character already, like at least once before. Like, yeah, every big celebration like GDC or GDC anniversary, like every character like that, big one going forward, should have some kind of Dokkan original animation. Because we're at that point in the game's life now where we've seen every single character, like, pretty much multiple times. Well, my prediction was wrong. He did super in slot 1 and just kill Cell Max, which is crazy. I didn't think he would just one tap him like that, but no, Joel, how's it going? Actually, turn 4 is when dodge gets disabled, so maybe we should just have Hirudegarn on turns 1 and 3. I completely didn't think about that though either, as Hirudegarn's probably not the best unit for this this boss either, to be fair. Since he is entirely based on dodging. Part 1. Went up on Frieza, Super Saiyan Goku exchange unit. Frieza has a turn 1 domain. Destroyed Namek. Goku can go rage mode and then Super Saiyan Goku. You mean like it's a Frieza and a Goku, not... Because when you say plus, obviously that's how Dokkan does reversible exchange now. So for a second I thought you meant like reversible exchange Goku and Frieza. Oh, good. Good dodging there, Hirudegarn. 5 million damage. Okay. Bruh. This event is actually just crazy. Yeah, the fact that Cell has such ridiculously high like turn 1 defense and damage reduction, and he can't tank the super from can't tank the super is actually insane. Well, try again, I guess. At least Cooler gets 24 key. Yeah. 3 LRs over 2 parts. Oh, right, because then when you said and Goku and Cell, that'd be crazy. I mean, they did do the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, so it's not impossible that they do... Yeah, it's not impossible that they do that. Bruh. This is just ridiculous. This event is insane. Wait, what? Why would we be mad at you? You came in and said hi. I said hi. What's up? Now, we won't be expecting any news like any day because we're in the countdown week now and we know that the GDC starts on the 29th. So there isn't really any news to get apart from when the characters get revealed, which we know is at the weekend. I don't like 6 new separate LRs. Yeah. I think most people are not on board like the 6 LR train. Sorry for me, I might just say and go to sleep. Fair. But yeah, the problem is, yeah, that's another thing that sucks, is when there's 2 new units on a banner and then you get a Whis animation and then it's the unit that you didn't want out of the 2. Super, super annoying. But this is what I've said before a couple of times now, is people think that just because the 10th anniversary, like, they didn't handle the 10 LRs, 10 LRs? God, that would be crazy. 6 LRs, like, very well, that they can never do 6 LRs well. But I feel like they can. They heard the feedback of how people didn't like the way the 10th anniversary was handled, and we know this year more than ever they've been listening to feedback a lot, so... No, he didn't super sell max straight away this time. Now Cooler just has to do enough supers to get a very, very high amount of defense, and then we'll be fine. Cooler taking double-digit damage normal is good. Not sure if Turles is going to be able to tank the super though. And mine's only 55%, so yeah. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Xbox controller down off the side of the desk because I keep almost knocking it off of my elbow.
All right, let's do this.
I'm interested to see how this works. 632. What? Bruh. Yeah, they really weren't playing when they designed this Kid Gohan fight, were they? That's insane. And Gohan's done. She. That's actually crazy. Alright, someone did say, we did say Arinsu seemed like right near the start, and then I forgot. I can't remember where I made a team with her. Oh yeah, it was this one, and then I changed it. Is her leader skill Daima in Battle of Wits? I can't remember. Yeah. So Arinsu, Pansy. Does she have a weapon suit? Yes, yeah. Well, actually, so does Pansy, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the problem is we can't bring too many characters that rely on dodge, because once we get to turn 4, then no more dodging. Alright, let's see. The sound should be fine. The song is skipping around, really? It isn't for me. Strange. Is it alright now? So it gets the dodges, good. Crazy how if you get a 12 key super with her and then she just gets an additional normal, it doesn't count to then trigger her thing, whereas if she gets an additional super, it's the 11 key super, so then it triggers her when attacking with 11 or less key. $820k. So I said that the cutting began again. The audio doesn't seem to be syncing up. Let me see if there's anything I can do. Seems fine to me on my tablet. Didn't even realise that was the time. So is it the game sound or is it the music that's being weird? Excuse me.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, what was the crash out about the Memorial Stone tickets? Okay, we've got Pansy on the first turn, so that should make things slightly easier. Okay, a couple of people saying it is fine. Everything seems okay with the settings and stuff, so... Do that, give her the extra dodge chance. Oh yeah, the banner is... The Memorial Stone ticket banner thing is terrible. The Memorial Stones are... I've said this before. Oh, great. Good dodge. They're kind of pointless because, like, if you're a newer player or like a low-spending player, you barely get any. So you're probably not going to get anything really anyway. And then the more you whale, the more tickets you get. But the bigger a whale you are, the less of the units on the banner you even need in the first place. So... I think for the most part, I think the banner is like completely pointless.
All right, let's do this.
Anyone have to confirm if Pansy can break more than 2 attacks? I'm sure someone has said before that she can. But then someone else has said that you literally can't do more than 1 in 1 turn, so I'm actually not 100% sure, to be honest. She can break up to 3 or even 4 attacks. Damn. Oh, I didn't realise that. She's the first character that can. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, well we managed to beat the turn and actually do the weapon super, so... Honestly, now that means we should be good. And Glorio's first turn is literally going to be the last turn where he's actually able to dodge, which is kind of perfect timing because then I'm just going to float him off. So we get the below 12 key or super for Aransu so she can dodge. And 21 should be fine. The only problem is going to be, can we do enough damage for like when we get to the point where we now can't use our dodge characters? I'm hoping so. No big bad bosses for physical 21 on this turn, so not like the craziest damage that she could do. Oh nice, she dodged a super. I think now that he's been hit with a weapon super, she would probably tank it anyway, but we take those. Yeah, the multiple action break thing is definitely very cool. Very interesting. Nice. Yeah, the fact that she has a chance to do it multiple times is actually crazy. Because, yeah, there's one. I didn't see the icon come up on the first one. There's another one. So, yeah, it should be two. So the first attack against Glorio should be cancelled out as well, right? We'll see once Glorio's finished attacking. Yeah, so it didn't... Oh wait, no. Were there two attacks before? Alright, so now is the turn where we can't dodge, so this is where it gets kind of scary for Aransu, at least. And obviously Goma can only tank 3 hits before his passive wears off. See me unit is coming out with multiple action breaks a turn, there being a way to fight back against dodge cancelling bosses. That'll be cool. I mean, they do also say that the was it one of the things that got voted for was it? I think both JP and Global picked the boss has more supers like thing. So obviously having characters with multiple action breaks will be really good for that. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think AGL 21 can actually tank normals without transforming. Bruh. Well, we've not had a lot of luck with this one, have we? I thought I changed... I thought we'd made it wrong with God's Team for an attempt. Maybe not. Full super attack nullification monkey team. I mean, they'll all just die to the normals. Oh, I realised now. I was going to say, I don't know why people have been like talking about Tech UI so much recently, and I realise now it's because obviously if you set him up for this, you can get his transformation, so it makes it so that you can dodge.
All right, let's do this.
But he has to be on like turn 1, and then you float him off like straight away. Otherwise it's too late into the fight before you even get to use it. Still doing Gohan runs. Yeah, we haven't had any luck yet with any of the teams that we've tried. Cell Max, Aaron Sue's team.
All right, let's do this.
Did a quick run with the superhero team, and AGL superhero Gohan took 600k from a normal in slot 1 on the first turn. now it just won't give me a turn with, it won't give me a setup with Tech UI on turn 1.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, it's literally... I don't know how, unless you get really good RNG, especially for like no items runs, how you do it without like a weapon super character. Do I... Is it better to keep him on rotation and then float him off? No, because... if we keep him on rotation, he'll be on turn 3 and then 5. If we float him off, he'll be on turn 4, which is where you start not being able to dodge. Get the fraud team. Oh, but then... but you can't use it, so then he just dies. I should have kept him on rotation so he'd be on turn 3, because then he can still dodge then. Jameson, how's it going? Yeah, I think I've messed up the timing. That is true. Goku can still dodge when he uses his active skill. No way they're putting in work, not the frauds. I mean, they could. This one piece of hair here that's like sticking out to the side is really annoying. No 18 key super for Goku is a bit sad, but... Okay, so turn 3, so we can still dodge. Yeah, get 6 orbs for you. Can do that. But yeah, I think this was all sort of going to plan, but I think I messed up by floating off Tech UI. Because we should have had him come back on turn 3 when he could still dodge, and then come back again on turn 5 and use the active skill, whereas now he's coming back on turn 4 where he can't dodge, so he's just going to get killed. Unless there's... The only thing I can hope for is there has to be a slot where Gohan isn't attacking. If we get a slot where he's not attacking, then we'll be all good. Of course, assuming we survive the turn and everything, because we haven't hit him with a weapon super at all. So if he hits any of our characters, we probably just die. Okay. God Goku tanking for double-digit damage, that's good. Gohan hears you and puts his hand on your shoulder like that meme. Yeah, it's just like the... There's like 3 attacks in every slot or something. Because yeah, the Tech UI Goku, he won't survive a single attack in any of the slots. So, like, if there's not a slot with a 0 attacks, we're just dead. And that's all my fault. I should have floated him off, like, at the beginning. Should have not floated him off, I mean. Yeah, because literally all I can do is that and hope that he tanks that hit. Because you can do this, so Blue Evolution Vegeta will tank. But yeah, Goku just dies. Right. And there's nothing I can do about it. Blue Goku uses his active skill, so he can dodge this turn. Ah, I didn't use Vegeta's active skill, god damn it. But yeah, UI Goku just dies. Yeah, he needs to be on turn 1, and then you keep him on rotation. Because then he comes back on, he can still dodge on turn 3, and then he comes back on turn 5, and then you use his transformation. Nice. She just eats that for double-digit damage. Thank you, Nature. After the 10th anniversary. Now, RNG do be crazy sometimes. Hey, Christopher, how's it going? Oh, man, like, if he somehow survives, even with like the slimmest amount of HP, that'd be great. But yeah, 3.5 million damage. Ah, and that was all my fault. I messed it up by floating him off on the first turn. Otherwise, that run was actually going really well.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay. Well, no, we don't have a slot 1. I mean, I could risk it with God Goku, I guess. But yeah, it's not a good starting rotation, but I guess if I put God Goku in slot 1 and get 6 orbs, he might just dodge everything and be fine. But I'm not counting on it. Yes, we've got to keep Tech UI on rotation. Maybe I should just do that. Because then at least Int UI has links as well. But then it also means Int UI comes back on turn 4 when you can't dodge. So it's pretty much going to be a case that there's always going to be a unit on the rotation who can't dodge. And we just have to hope that that's fine. Nice, Tech UI actually dodging the super from Gohan. Yeah, Blue Vegeta could be in a spot of trouble when it comes to the part where he's critting, but he might be okay. After a bunch of supers, his defense is relatively high. The problem is the fact that, again, with this team build, we don't have a unit super, a weapon super character, so we're not debuffing his attack at all. Nice. Well, all of the UIs managed to come through on this turn, so can't complain about that. Watching the new Lantern show. I've not really watched any of the DC, like, TV shows. I'm not sure how good Vegeta will be in slot 2 here, but I have to float them like this anyway. Because then that means Vegeta comes back on turn 4 when he's not critting, and then I can float him off, and then he wouldn't be back again until turn 7. So then I think that would be okay, because I think by the time we get to... If we get to turn 7, I think that's the whole point. We've either won or lost by the time we get to turn 7. But yeah, Tech UI was a fraud shortly after his release. It's because, and I even said this, right? If we go back and look, when I did like my tier lists around that time, I might have had like the recency bias and put him at number 1 the very first time. But a lot of my tier lists, like not long after he came out, I didn't have him at number 1 because the base form part of the Tech UI Goku is just so bad. Like, he aged so quickly. Obviously the transformation is cool, and we talked about this on stream the other day, but like having the ability to, on that transformation turn, he guaranteed dodges everything and he counters everything he dodges is super cool, except that his damage is pitiful before he supers. Like, the meta that he came out in was the blue zone, like Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Frieza, and like all of the dodge counters he did before, damn, Vegeta dodging that super was clutch. All of the counters that he did before he supered, so if you put him in slot 1, transformed, he would dodge all of their attacks in slot 1 and counter and do 0 damage with his counters because his damage was so bad. Right. So he like was cool when he came out, but he just aged very quickly because I guess they're maybe scared because they gave him such a powerful ability, but like his stats were just way too low. Like, and as soon as bosses started to get a little bit tougher, then yeah, he was just useless essentially. Okay, so what's the best chance of UI? Oh, great, there's 3 attacks in both slots. I was going to say, what's the best chance of UI being able to survive? I mean, Bro has to come in clutch and dodge like 3 attacks here, which, let's just say I'm not confident. Should put an in-game reward on Twitch after eat beans on stream. I mean, to be fair, I did that during the World Tournament. And we saw a thing, it was like a skit on 8 out of 10 Catslow's Countdown that we were watching. But apparently, Little Blue was saying, because they made like a weird version of it, I don't know if it actually did. Well, I think so, because they tasted it. But apparently, you can get like a baked beans ice cream. So maybe that can be a future like meme stream goal. Yeah, it wasn't this most recent World Tournament. I think it was the one, no, it wasn't even the one before that, was it? Because I'm pretty sure it was when still in the other room, I think. Yeah, that was before, because we had Beans on Toast as like one of the ones a while back. Then this most recent one, we had the Beans t-shirt for day 3. So yeah, if I can somehow secure some baked beans flavoured ice cream, then that could be the next silly World Tournament weekend goal. Well, Tech UI actually did it. So everyone calling him a fraud. Oh god. Okay, well, we're just dead now, right? Because Oh man, of all the situations, that's so like crappy of the RNG, because I only have one character on the rotation that can survive a super attack, and that's this Vegeta. So that's it, I'm just dead, because either Vegeta or in UI would have to dodge the super to be able to live, and you can't dodge on this turn. Like, if both the supers were in slot 1, we'd be fine. Or if both the supers were in slot 3, because then I could just put Vegeta in slot 3. But yeah, now we're dead because of the placement of the super attacks. That sucks. Because yeah, I mean, I can do this rotation to try and do as much damage as possible, but we won't kill him before the end of the turn, so yeah, that really sucks. Because yeah, if both the supers were in slot 1, we'd be in a really good position for this turn. The only reason I put Vegeta in the middle, obviously I know UI can't tank that super either, but it just means that this Vegeta has more links active. Yeah, that is super like unfortunate RNG, because the run was going decently well up until that point. Like Tech UI even actually dodging, right? Okay, well Vegeta took 1,000,000 damage from a normal. So yeah, I needed Blue Goku on this rotation.
All right, let's do this.
There's so much stuff you have to try and get like set up. Gohan's like, nah, your run ends here. How do I feel about Tech UI having to dodge like 5 attacks? Yeah, I mean, so to be fair, it didn't actually matter with the RNG anyway, because Vegeta couldn't actually tank that normal, so it actually didn't matter anyway. But yes, this will be the last attempt before we end the stream. But yeah, you need so many things to like go the right way. But if someone on the team had a weapon super, then his attack lower, like the attack lowering that he gets, like Vegeta would be able to tank those normals. So to be fair, we might not even, like, realistically be able to do it with Vegeta on the team. Tech UI dodged a super. Dodged a second super, let's go. Tech UI actually like coming through. Not something you see every day. yeah, the triple UI starting turn is definitely not a terrible thing, but obviously it means we lose our guaranteed dodger in slot 1 possibility for the second rotation, but so I guess the question is then, do I float off Vegeta and just hope that, because he'll come back on turn 5, we already know that he can't tank normals on turn 4, so wait for him to come back on turn 5 when Tech UI's domain is then active, so he could dodge, I guess, is the way to go. And only grab same type orbs so that we can get the Dokkan attack as quickly as possible, ideally. So far, so good. Blue Goku got his dodges. If God Goku can get his dodges, then maybe we're looking good here. Oh, he didn't dodge the super of all things. Are you serious? Well, I haven't got time to do another run, so... Man, even after Tech UI Goku dodged all those attacks, and then Physical God Goku was the one that sold. That's crazy. Still no Realm of... Is there a Realm of Gods character that has a weapon super? Let me look at the Realm of Gods category here quickly on the database. Anin. Forgot all about her existence from the DB Saga banner. Yeah, she does have a weapon super. She greatly raises defense. She has a giant form, which activates when HP is 60% or less. And yeah, she does get her buffs and stuff when there's Realm of Gods allies, and she supports Realm of Gods. She gives Realm of Gods allies 1 key and 60% attack and defense. That's interesting. I can't believe God Trunks doesn't. Like, God Trunks attacks with a literal sword made of... Like, I guess because it's made of energy, it doesn't count. But the fact that God Trunks doesn't count as a weapon super is ridiculous. Not that he would be good enough to actually be usable anyway, but... Yeah, it's a weapon super. So, what, we just swap out this guy for her. And hope for the best. But we'll have to do that next time, because it is unfortunately time for the end of the stream. I've got stuff to go do on a Tuesday. So, that is going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out. No late stream tonight. We'll have another early stream tomorrow. Usually don't on a Wednesday, but I'm not doing any streams on Thursday because it's the day I'm getting everything ready to go. So Yeah, sorry, Rowdo. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you all coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, give a follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys all again soon. Have a good one.